Joined by Brad Gray to talk all things out of Rosehill. Good morning, Brad. How are conditions over there and how's things looking for today's big meeting?
Yeah, good morning, Brendan. We're a soft 7 at the moment at Rosehill. That said, it's a pretty nice day, so hopefully we do get to a 6. You're just lucky you've got me out of my pyjamas this early in Australia, so I had to throw on the hat and a shirt. So that's a start for me.
Yeah, your lockdown jammies potentially there, Brad. Let's talk about the prospect of maybe what could happen with the track conditions. I mean, this has been a bit of a talking point there, hasn't it, in recent times with how the tracks have played out. So what's your sort of gut feeling?
Yeah, well, the rail goes out 6. Last week we saw the rail out 3, and obviously there was a bit of a leader bias there. I think a lot of that was due to tempo as well. So a lot of people get carried away and see a couple of leaders win, but there were a lot of races that were slowly run. Yes, it was probably exasperated by the way the track did play on the day. History probably says that you want to be near the lead again. That said, I like to give the track a chance before I dive into any on suspicion, I guess you could say. So, yeah, we'll give it its chance. Rosehill generally is a pretty fair surface. So, hopefully that was just a little anomaly there last week.
All right, then let's move on to the Tancred first of all. I mean, this is a race which is dominated by Very Elegant, the warm water in the race.
Yeah, $2 over here now. She's been really heavily supported. I think that was due to that little bit of rain that we had throughout the week, which does tip the track into a 7. She was obviously outstanding there in the Rambit last Saturday. Just got touched off by a Dave. There's certainly nothing wrong with that form. He's a world-class galloper, and they really sprinted home at the end of that race. Actually, Dave had to run the fastest last 200 metres across the entire meeting to beat us. There was certainly plenty of merit in her second. She's absolutely flying. I imagine she finds a very similar spot here outside the lead. She's hard to beat, and she's a deserved favourite, but I just can't get her in there at $2. I've got her on top. But I think if you want to play in the race, maybe look Mustajir's way on the each-way basis. He's around $8.59, and I think that's a little bit generous. I think he deserves to be the second favourite in the race. Didn't quite have that acceleration last start behind Master of Wine, but I love the way he's ticking over. This has always been his grand final, and he's a really classy stayer. So I just think the market's let him escape a little bit too much with all of the support for Very Elegant.
Okay, that's interesting. All right, maybe a little saver bet there. What about the Tulloch, the Vinery Stakes? Now, this is a race where it's been billed as a war again between Funstar and Probabeel. Is that how you see it?
I think so. Yeah, about 5. We go into the ring for these two, and Funstar does have the edge, but you can't underestimate Probabeel. I know she was very good there last start. The key takeout for me out of that last start, which was the far lap, was that Probabeel was 4th up, whereas Funstar was 2nd up. So the one with the natural improvement is Funstar. So yes, she deserves to be favourite. Whether she deserves to be $1.80, $1.70, even some places, compared to Probabeel's $4.40, $4.60, you'll probably argue not. I am in with her camp though. As far as the placings, I think you might be able to get a bit of value out of Nudge. Subpoenaed, obviously hard to beat, but she's a third favourite. And the other one, a bit of odds to keep safe, is Game of Thorns. So if you're looking for a couple to maybe have a wider play, a bit of a trifecta, have a look at those 3.
Okay. Just quickly as well, your thoughts around the Tulloch? I mean, we do have Quick Thinker in the race, a New Zealand representative. How do you see that race unfolding?
He's really hard to beat. He was parking behind the speed, and I think he's a deserved favourite again. Whether I could get him $2.40, I'll be having a saver on him. The one I like is a bit of an up-and-comer called Pride of Adelaide for Nathan Doyle. He's only been training for about 18 months. He actually trained the Musselbrook Cup winner yesterday, big odds, with Petrology. So hopefully that's a little sign of things to come. But I think he's a nice horse, this bloke. Big step up in grade. He'll go straight to the front. I love that booking of Timmy Clark.
Okay, what about for your best in value throughout the day? How do you see things today, Brad?
Yeah, the best for me comes up in the first. Sausage. It's not a very flattering name for a racehorse, but hopefully he should still get the cash for us. Race 1, number 12. Sausage for Matty Dale, swooping down the outside. Of the rest, I thought I'm Swerving was hard to beat in race 2 for Team Hawks for the 2-year-olds. And on that Team Hawks bandwagon, it also produces the value of the day, which is race 5, number 10. Diplomatico was really good behind Star of the Seas last start off a year off. So I think he'll be thundering home again. Star of the Seas hard to beat as well, given that the tracks come up in that soft 7 range. It goes around in the last. So a couple there for the punters, and hopefully we can get something from them.
Great. Loving your work, Brad, and stay safe and all the best today.
Thanks, Brandon.